Okay. I was like, did he do it? I was waiting for, like, did he do his job? Or
No,
is he
I don't
failing?
do my job very often.
Or is he failing Rhino as a Rhino replacement? And then
Yes,
the music
yes.
just gave it away. So, Transformers! Oh, welcome back to Good Things. Don't forget we're streaming live over at supertalk.fm, but also on SuperTalk TV. We got Tanya in the house. It's Friday to talk movies. So, Transformers.
Yeah, so for the longest, I've been seeing Transformers 1 on my schedule of, movies coming out. And I thought it was another live action, and it wasn't until about 2 weeks ago I realized it's animated. It's PG, so I think if you are a Transformers fan, I'm sure you're going to enjoy this one. But it's an origin story of, the two, Optimus Prime and it'll come to me in just a minute. Mm-hmm. But, they used to, Optimus Prime and Megatron, they used to be
like, don't look at me.
And anyway, and they worked together to protect Cybertron, and this kind of shows what happened and caused them to be the great enemies as we know them now. But the movie has so many great actors' voices. Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan Michael Key, Lawrence Fishburne, John Hamm. So
lots
a great
of good ones, yeah.
Voice cast. But yeah, so it's definitely one to check out. I think this is one, even though it's animated, I think adults will probably enjoy it just because it's a Transformers origin story.
I don't know if I realized it was animated or not.
Yeah.
I don't think I paid that much attention. Obviously, I didn't pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, and the clips that I've seen, the animation looks really good. So
the only Transformers I think I've seen is the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
name's
Wahlberg.
And that was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, some are definitely better than others, but I think the special effects have always been amazing.
Well, if that's your thing, then that's going to be your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're not into Transformers.
Well, there's another one, and this one's a little tricky if you want to see it. It's Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. So Christopher Reeve is my Superman. When I was growing up, he was Superman. And, of course, we know that he was in a horse accident and was paralyzed from the neck down. And this is just his story about him and his wife and his family that took such great care of him. And it's the reason I say it's tricky is because it's only going to be in theaters tomorrow.
Wow.
The 21st.
That's it.
And on the 25th, which I believe is Wednesday.
They hop, skipped, and jumped?
Yeah. So
No.
2 nights. It's just a special event. So,
and then will it be streaming somewhere?
I feel like it will. I tried to find out.
Feels very limiting.
I know. I tried to find out when, or if there was any kind of projection of when it could happen, and I couldn't find anything. But I do know that it's in the HBO family, their documentary division. So I think we'll see it on HBO. But it could be a while. So if you really want to see it, definitely go to the theater. I'm not going to be able to see it tomorrow, but I'm going to try to go on the 25th.
But it's a tearjerker.
Oh, I know. His children, who are all adults now, have been doing the press tour to promote this film, and I have not watched one of their interviews without just crying. And the sad thing is he passed away, and his wife, who took such great care of him, she just unexpectedly got lung cancer. She never smoked and passed away a year later. So such trauma in their lives. They had one son together, and so he lost both parents, just in a short amount of time. And then his 2 older children have a different mother who's still living. But it's just so sad.
But inspiring, I think.
Very. Oh, yes. I mean, that's what's so cool about him. He was inspiring as Superman. And, of course, he did so many other roles. And he turned down so many big films because he wanted to tell good stories. And so that's why a lot of his movies past Superman are more indie-type films. But they were always really good, rich characters. But after his accident, he inspired even more because he was such an advocate to make sure people with disabilities got the rights that they deserved. And he just fought until the day he died. So, yeah, definitely one to check out. And if you haven't seen it yet, Beetlejuice is still out there. It was #1 again last weekend. Speak No Evil did not do as great as I thought.
Good.
It only brought in 11 million.
I just start to really worry about the American public.
And then Deadpool is still hanging in there at #3, a little over 5 million last weekend. I want to know,
there has to be a Deadpool winner out there of like who's seen it the most times.
Oh yeah.
Like, who's gone like the most, like, because there's not that many people in the country, so somebody's going to see it multiple times.
I know, and I'm amazed. I saw it twice, and I'm amazed at how many people I've talked to that saw it at least twice. So yeah, it's just one of those movies that is so packed full of things that's why I wanted to see it again, because I felt like I missed a lot the first time, because I was enjoying myself and laughing.
Will, have y'all seen it?
Yes, we went to go see it. My wife loved it. I've not, but I can understand that though, because there's so much that I would like look at, on this side of the left side of the screen, I would see something over here, but I was missing something on the right side.
Yeah.
There's just so much stuff going on at all times.
For sure. And then so much quick wit, so a lot of little one-liners, and you're laughing at that, and another character says something and you miss it because you're still laughing. So I would go see it again just for the first 5 minutes. That was one of the best movie openings I've ever seen. It was very, very funny.
Well, lots of folks are taking heed. They're going back. So.
Yeah. And if you're more of a homebody this weekend and don't feel like getting out to the theater, Wolves is out. It's on Apple TV Plus, and this is the one that co-stars George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
I want to see that one.
Yeah, the one that really, I have not watched it yet, but I will. What really intrigues me about this movie is Amy Ryan is in it, and I love her. I know her best from The Office, and she was kind of a straight-laced. She was a goofy person, but kind of a serious person, so it's fun to watch her kind of be a bad guy. But she gets herself into a predicament, and George and Brad are both fixers. You call them and they come in and make your problem disappear, and they're used to working on their own, lone wolves. And anyway, they have to work together because they both get hired. I know. Yeah. You could tell they're friends in real life because their chemistry is so amazing. And I've enjoyed watching. I haven't seen Brad really promoting this movie, but I've seen George on a lot of things. And then his 3 daughters is out. This is one of those that has also been released in select theaters throughout the country, but it's streaming on Netflix starting today. And it's about 3 daughters that come home. Their father is ill, and he's in hospice, and so they come home because, just to take care of all the final things and be with him at the end. And they're not very close, so it's the ups and downs of their relationships and trying to carry out what they want or what they believe their father wants, and, just the ups and downs of that season of life. It is rated R, but it's got a great cast. Carrie Coon, Elizabeth Olsen, and Natasha Lyonne played the 3 sisters. So that's something fun to check out. Another one on Netflix is Uglies, and this is a science fiction drama about a world where when you turn 16, you have mandatory, very invasive surgery to make you beautiful. So anyway, that's what that one is about. Very interesting.
I thought you were supposed to say we all go through that ugly duckling phase when we turn usually 13, 14.
Yeah. But Joey King stars in this one, and I think I remember them saying this is one of those that they filmed it actually before COVID. And just because of all of the hang-ups that came along with that, it's just now being released. So since then, Joey King has had a lot of success. She's had a lot of big movies. So if you're a fan of hers, I think you'll definitely want to check that one out.
You said that's streaming?
Yeah, it's streaming on Netflix, and it is PG-13.
Of course it is. Probably should be R.
Yeah.
Doing facial surgery on young children.
Yes.
All righty, well, lots of good things to get out and see or stay home and see, so we appreciate